Hello folks, this is Rory and Carol. We'd like to welcome you along with the Overlanding Adventures of America. We found this little gem deep inside the San Juan National Forest sitting on Coal Creek. We were there about 5 days and it snowed on the 2nd. It didn't last long. It was back into the 60s the day after. But the sights were absolutely beautiful and stunning and breathtaking, just the smells of the trees and being in nature. It's definitely going to be on our spot for next year. This was our past travels of 2021 and what's to come in 2022. So y'all climb on in, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but exciting, with plenty of views and breathtaking sights. Enjoy the ride. This was on the 6th day. We decided to go ahead and pack up and head north. We decided we want to further our journey and explore our adventures a little bit more. So we made our way up to the White River National Forest. It was absolutely beautiful and stunning in its own right. Upon arriving at the White River National Forest using our Gaia app for overlanding, we just completed a 20,000-mile trip that you're viewing here. 80% of it was on gravel and dirt and forest and BLM roads. The rest was for asphalt, getting food, groceries, and gas and so forth. And we also hit a lot of museums along the way. As we entered this road, we were the first people to come down the road, so we had to do a lot of tree clearing. We were at 11,000 feet, not one car in sight the whole 2 days we were up there. Once we settled for our spot, right off the White River, it was absolutely breathtaking and beautiful. We spent quite a few days here, right on the river. Absolutely gorgeous, just taking in all the smells, the sounds of nature. And let me tell you, Carol is quite the cook. Every meal is something different and something exciting, and your stomach can't wait to get. You could literally see the trout swimming up and back and forth and down and all around the stream. Every direction you could think of. Beautiful sight. On the last day, we decided to pack up, make breakfast, and head north. I found us a nice little route on this gravel road headed towards the Irish Canyon. As temperatures started to rise, we started to head north. We entered Irish Canyon in the northwestern part of Colorado. This highway is a little over 100 miles long and leads you directly into Wyoming. As we were about halfway through, we noticed a campground called Irish Canyon Campground. We decided to turn around, head back there, and stay a few days. Absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. Along our travels, we encountered multiple different types of variations of land and terrain, and each one has its beauty in its own right. This particular location had the high plains desert feel, but also the trees, so it kind of made you feel like you were in the forest still. Unfortunately, there was no water at this location, but we carried plenty of water with us. And you'll see in this part, as the drone takes off, it gives the environment and the terrain. This gives it a whole new perspective of beauty. By this time, we had stayed here 2 days. Temperatures were still rising, and we wanted to chase them cooler temperatures. So we packed up, got all our gear, ate breakfast, and headed north towards Wyoming. As we entered the northwestern part of Wyoming, a little town called Jackson Hole, Wyoming, we found a campground just outside of town up on a mountain. We'd been there a few days and got to know the campground host, and he let us know that he had to get back to his business in Michigan if we'd be interested in taking over the rest of the season for him. We tossed around the idea and we decided to go ahead and do it after a few days of thinking. Well, this past January, the Forest Service called us and asked us if we would do a whole season from May 15th to September 15th. And we, without hesitation, said yes. We love the area and we love the people that's there. And the sky has unlimited possibilities for creating content in this area. So we, without doubt, know it's going to be good. So I knew this area still got down into the 30s each night, so I better get to work. We started gathering wood for the side of the forest, and about 2 weeks later, this is what kind of pile we had. We had enough that would last us all throughout the summer and finish off with a little bit left. And there's nothing like having a bunch of friends around camp, talking and enjoying each other's company. And also just sitting by the fire and enjoying the evening, and it feels like it takes all the stress and eases your mind of all the day's worries. And if you have a cup of coffee, you can't make it any better than that. So for the duration of our little over 2 months while we were there, we were sure to hit up all the attractions and all the sites. Everything that makes memories that'll last a lifetime. And along this journey, that's what it's all about, is making memories. So if you're ever in the area, be sure and hit them up. You won't regret it. And during our 2 months, I physically saw about 8 bears in camp. But we also got to meet Sitting Bull's 3 great-grandchildren over in Pinedale at the rendezvous. Who wouldn't want to spend 4 months getting to look at the graying Tetons every single day? This is Jenny Lake, one of the most prettiest lakes in the area. And of course, everybody has to get their pictures in front of the antlers, right? We were nearing our last day at camp. September the 15th, we were packed up and ready to pull out. We'll see you for 2022.